welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing more makeup, and the makeup that we'll be playing today are the Catrice makeup. Part of the bag inside here are these two nail polishes. These nail polishes are Catrice Peel Off Glam Easy to Remove Effect Nail Polish. These are basically glitter nail polishes, but they are peel off apparently. And I'm also wearing them on my nails today. This is the gold side one. Okay, this is the red side one. Didn't do very well for the red side one, but who cares? I'm still currently trying this out. I'll probably talk about these on another video specifically. Okay, I won't be able to use all of this product obviously, but yeah, I'll try my best to see what I can use and what I can't use in this video. I'm gonna try out the primer. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Poreless Blur Primer. Goodbye pores, long-lasting soft focus effect. It's a bit of a beigey color. It's a typical pore primer. It's thick, velvety looking kind of primer, and it has dimethicone in there. It's basically to help to fill up the pores. It looks like a typical pore primer basically. It's very similar to the Benefit one as well. I only apply on specific areas like my nose area, my inner cheek area, and here and underneath my nose, and also a little bit on my forehead, because those are the places where I feel that my pores can look really obvious and where I feel that I actually have pores. So yeah, just apply on places where you feel like you need the most. It feels quite nice. It feels quite smooth. It's very similar to the Benefit like professional kind of primer. Benefit one is a little bit thicker. This one is a little bit softer. Not as thick basically, but it does goes on pretty smoothly, and it does feels like it's filling up my pores as well. It doesn't have that very tacky, sticky kind of feeling. So far, it's quite nice on the skin. They do not have foundation here, so what I'm gonna do is that I am going to do my foundation off camera and then I'll be back. Of course, I'm not the type that I would do a full coverage kind of foundation. I just use a little bit only just to cover up a little bit. I don't really think I cover up too much also, just to basically even up my skin tone a little bit more. I use the BRTC cover cushion. I'm still into cushions, and I also use the Dior Skin Star concealer just to cover up the dark under eyes a little bit. So I guess let's do brows first. I do have two products that are brow stuff here. One is the Catrice Darker Brows in 2-Week Brow Colorist. Ooh, semi-permanent brow mascara. What the heck? Long-lasting fiber and rich tinting brow gel mascara for well-defined, natural-looking brows. Easily and quickly tint, fill, shapes, and fix brows with ultra precision brush for a perfect defined results. Okay, innovative formula that makes your brows darker after 2 weeks of daily use. Lasts up to 4 days after discontinuing product use. You know what? I think I'll keep this one for another video. Basically, I'll do like a long ass video. Maybe I'll probably try this for 2 weeks and then we'll see how whether does it make my brows darker or not. We'll see how. Okay, this is pretty interesting. We're gonna try out this one. This is the limited edition Bam Brow Pro Pen for perfectly filled and defined eyebrows. Okay, with a mini brush. Oh yeah, this is the one that I thought was pretty interesting. Usually is a spoolie on the other side basically, but this is my first time seeing literally a brush on the other end instead of a spoolie. The packaging of this feels quite nice. It looks very sleek, very almost quite high-end looking. It's very soft and creamy actually. It almost reminds me of the Benefit supposedly foolproof eyebrow pencil basically, and I don't know how I feel about that because I generally don't like a too creamy of a latte. It looks quite okay, and the brush bristles are very short, it's dense, and it's actually very soft. It feels nice on the face. I can understand why people would actually enjoy this more than a spoolie. As for the eyebrow pencil itself, it doesn't have any triangular shape at all. It's definitely that kind of sword looking kind of eyebrow pencil, but instead of having like a tapered ends, it just goes into like an oval shape. Literally just an oval, a long elongated oval shape basically. That's pretty much it. Again, let me tell you first, I'm not a brow expert, yeah, so I think if anything, my brows are like the worst. Brows and eyeliner, I'm just really bad at them. Whoa, that's dark. Okay. But actually the color itself is not very dark. It's just that I think when you apply on the brows, it just looks like kind of feeling. Ooh. Looks a bit thick, looks a bit dark basically. Alright, so I kind of remember why I don't really enjoy this kind of softer type of eyebrow kohl or eyebrow pencil. It's because I feel that this kind of formula will kind of grab onto my eyebrow hairs. Weirdly, it kind of leaves like a waxy kind of thing on my eyebrow hair and make it like very stiff kind of looking rather than a soft kind of eyebrow hair kind of look. That's why I prefer something a little bit harder like the Shuyumura one or even the Althea one. Those are the harder type of eyebrow pencil or eyebrow kohl basically. As a eyebrow pencil, it's slightly easier to use than the Goo Proof because I think the Goo Proof one or the Benefit one, they are much softer. Like the eyebrow pencil is definitely way softer than this one. This one still has a little bit of that stiffness to it. These are just slightly easier to use, I feel, as compared to the Benefit one. The shade wise is okay. I don't think I have a super hard time trying to get it super sharp. What color am I? I am in ginger apparently, C07. Not bad, I don't mind the color. This brush makes it so easy for me to just brush it. It kind of just soften it up already, smoke it up for me already. And it's actually very nice to use this brush. I would actually use this. I actually kind of dig it. I quite like this. Yep, that's a little bit much today, but who cares? I think I'm gonna move on to the eye products. There are a few eye products that they provided. This is the Catrice Glitterizer Mix and Match eyeshadow palette. I haven't really taken a look at this yet. I already saw the packaging from outside, but I just wanted to wait to do this video basically. And the other one is the Catrice eyeshadow stick. This is in Satisfaction. Basically, it's like satin satisfaction kind of thing. Apparently, this one is supposed to be 12 hours lasting, sweat-proof kind of eyeshadow stick. Waterproof high performance eyeshadow pen with triangular tip. Ooh, like the shade is everything that I hope it to be. It's definitely that kind of highlighter looking kind of color, and it's very neutral kind of shade. The packaging does feel kind of cheap, but well, Catrice is I guess a drugstore brand, a cheaper kind of drugstore brand. They are known for their dupes basically, so I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. So these two are the base shade. These four are the glitter shadows, okay? And these two are like the top coat kind of thing. The base shade is definitely something that I'm a little bit afraid of, but the rest of the shade I probably can use because they don't look as dark. But they're very pretty. This shade color is in 010. Glitter is my favorite color. Okay, so these are pretty much the shades and the swatches with my fingers basically. These two shades are really nice and smooth to swatch, but the rest of the shades kind of feel like they actually clumps up a little bit more and they're just not as smooth as compared to these two shades when I swatch them with my fingers basically. Oh, that's the problem with glitters. Once you touch it, it's like a disease. It goes everywhere. I'm gonna take this one because I am a bit scared of this one because I'm not used to using dark shades, so just let me use this one, okay? Whoa, that is dark. Okay, when you use a brush, it's not as glittery as how it looks on the hands. Actually, no, the two darker shades one are not super glittery at all. They're actually more of like a shimmery, slight shimmery kind of look. Wow, it doesn't feel like it's blending too much. Like I'm trying to smoke out the freaking line there, but it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like it wants to blend it out. I think you could use a real actual super fluffy blending brush rather than a skinnier one. It's easier to really blend out that color. Let's clean up the brush a little bit, the flat brush. We're gonna use the flat brush also. We're gonna take this green. Okay, it's workable. Surprisingly, the glitter actually looked quite nice. Like it's quite okay to use. Okay, I probably need a little bit of that dark shadow again, just a little bit. Kind of blend out the edges a bit, like a transition shade-ish kind of look. I feel like if anything, this probably needs a transition shade, like a more neutral tone kind of shadow color basically, just so that you can have like a nicer transition shade rather than like a dark transition shade kind of color. What I'm doing is basically just tapping on this a little bit very lightly and then just go over my arm here just to soften it up even more. just so that I don't get it too much on my lids immediately, because I really just want that really soft transition look. Okay, so that's the top eye. Try to take this one and go underneath the eyes. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Ooh, it just feels like my brush, this brush, can't pick up anything. I don't know if picking up anything or not. Okay. Can you see it? It's like almost nothing. Like it doesn't want to pick up any sort of shadow. Okay, this is a dry pencil brush. Let's going back to the orange shade. Okay, so like I'm going really deep into it. Better, I guess, with a drier brush. So not all of them can be used with a wet brush. That's weird. It looks so weird now that with the green and the... I probably shouldn't have gone too like adventurous with this, but I guess we are already here. This one has a similar consistency, this too, and it's very hard to work with. Just a little bit on the outer corner, like the outer bottom half area. The colors kind of work together now rather than just a whole orange at the bottom. So having a little bit of an orange here and then having that little bit of that purple shade outside kind of blends into the green a little bit, and that works. It's just that I feel that the consistency of these shadows are a little bit hard to work with. Like, I don't know, some of them just get really, really chunky and clunky and it's really hard to work with. Okay, so I guess that works. It's definitely a very rough look. Okay, let's try the two lightest shade here, basically the top coat. It's a pretty topper, but it's not consistent. It goes everywhere. It's very hard to control. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of drops, all the gold kind of just drops all over underneath the eyes. And that drives me crazy! Oh, I have to probably apply my foundation again. Overall, I don't recommend these shadows at all. These two are like the most decent looking one, the two darker shade, but even so, it's not the easiest to blend out. The rest of it are just really, really chunky and it's just really hard to apply, a little bit hard to control. The green is actually really nice, but I don't know, it still feels like if I play with it a little bit more, it might get very chunky, just like the other shades, specifically this orange shade, and it just doesn't look right. It just feels like, you know, glitter eyeshadow shouldn't be this way, you know? They are very pretty, it's so unfortunate, okay? The gold, it's a nice topper, it's just, I mean, the color wise it's a nice topper, it's just that it's very hard to control, it's very flaky, it flakes all over underneath my eyes. I really had to completely make sure I make it smooth on my hands first, just ensure that I don't apply like just a whole chunk of it immediately on my eyelids and then become very patchy and very hard to work with. Makes it even worse basically at the end of the day. This white seems to be a little bit more consistent as compared to other shadows that's in there. Feels a little bit more chalky as compared to the other shadows basically. But let's try to put it in the inner corners of the eyes. I mean, it definitely works. It definitely oh my gosh. It has a pink tone to it, yeah. Now, how am I gonna tie up with the rest of the look now? Oh my god. For the first time in forever, I'm using so many brushes to do my eyeshadow. Just to do my eyeshadow, okay? Not even like the rest of my face yet. I'm using so many blushes. No, I'm using so many brushes to fix the eyeshadows basically. Yeah, just overall, don't really recommend the eyeshadow at all. I don't know where to use this though. Should I even use this under my brows? Because definitely with this such dark eyeshadow, I definitely need to highlight the brows a little bit. I think the stick is alright, but I don't know. I mean, I have to probably play around with it, maybe in another separate video. It's time to move away from the eyeshadow and move on to the eyelashes. Little Black One Volume Mascara by Catrice. It's waterproof. This is a very nice package mascara. It's like a faux leather kind of look on the, what do you call this? The tube itself. And this color is in 010, like JQLeeJQ. I think this is very Christmassy. So this is more like a plastic kind of bristles. I used to actually really like this kind of bristles because I feel like they are not as clumpy as the regular brush style of mascara wands. I'm not gonna use any fixer for this because I just want to see how it is on its own. Yeah, I remember why I like this kind of bristles back then. It's because they really don't clump the lashes, but I can really tell it's weighing down my lashes already. It definitely is very, very flat. When the mascara kind of don't hold my curls, I straight away just say no to the mascara. But it looks very nice underneath my eyes though. I really, really need this to be out. Okay guys, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix this first, and then after that I'll come back to do the rest of my face. It looks so much better right now. And I also kind of fixed my foundation basically because of the whole glitter issue just now. This is the Catrice Blush Box Water and Sweat Proof. Why seems like everything in Catrice is pretty much either waterproof or they are like sweat proof and stuff like that. This is the number 20 Glistening Pink. It's a silky smooth powder blush. It's definitely very, very light. You definitely need to build it up. It's not very, very pigmented. It's definitely a very, like, you cannot go wrong with this blusher because it is so light and it kind of requires you to build it up. It's very muted kind of pink. It's super natural looking kind of blush color, so it's very easy to even pair it with other, whatever sort of eyeshadow that you have on your face. So it's very neutral. It's not very pigmented, but it's definitely buildable. And if I'm not wrong, it seems like it already has a sheen to it already. It has that little bit of that gold glitter kind of shimmers in that, so when you apply on your skin it already gives you that very natural glow on the face. It's a very nice blusher, I have to say. This is overall a pretty look already. I really don't know if I want to mess it up or not with highlighters, so let's just try a little bit of the powder highlighter specifically. They gave me, I have two highlighters here with me. One is more of a cream kind of highlighter, this one is more of like powdered type of highlighter, and this one, the cream one, is the Catrice Glotoscope highlighter palette. It looks pretty cool, but I'm not very comfortable with cream highlighters. This one, the Arctic Glow highlighter powder, it looks so pretty. It's supposed to be like a big highlighter powder with fine light reflecting pearls for iridescent effect. So it has a silvery lilac shade, Arctic ice look on cheeks, temples, and decolletage. Okay, the thing is, this blusher is a little bit more warm, so I don't know if it's gonna look good with cool tone kind of, so I don't know if it's gonna work. Very, very powdery though. If it's on a like a very baby pink sort of blusher, then yes, this will definitely look really good on that kind of blusher. But maybe let's just use like a denser type of brush to see how it will look like. In person right now, it just looks like that's like a purple kind of highlight there, and that is not the kind of highlighter that I like. I personally prefer more like a golden hue kind of highlighters. It's a nice highlighter. It's not very strong. It's not very blinding. It does its job as a highlighter for sure. I prefer something more golden. Give me back my blush. Give me back my blush. I don't mind it a little bit on my nose. But even so, I still prefer that kind of goldy highlights on my nose also. We have the final product here. Ooh, color changing lipstick with holographic finish. What? Holo Lip Color Intensifier Charming Fairy Lip Glow. This is in 0101 Miracle Fits All shade. Oh my god, the packaging looks so pretty though. Oh my gosh, the fudge. Oh, that looks so insane. How is this color changing? Oh, okay. If the lighting changed, I apologize because the sun is really just coming in right now. Can you tell, like right now it's pretty much like pink? It does have that kind of color changing properties. It's like one of those like very magical kind of lipstick where it kind of change according to the heat of your lips basically, or the heat of your body. That's what they say, okay? And it has that kind of like super galactic kind of shine, but it's definitely not holographic. It's more of an iridescent shade rather than a holographic shade. They don't know what holo is. Christine is gonna kill them if she finds out about this. It's definitely not holo. It's just iridescent purple to silver, very icy kind of shade. Unless you're going for like a really pumped up kind of clubbing kind of Christmas party or New Year, this is definitely going to be more of like a clubbing kind of New Year kind of party look. Not suitable for like family Christmas dinner because it's very out there. It's not something that I'm used to. It's very pretty, it's very smooth, it's very easy to apply. It smells kind of pleasant as well. I don't know what smell it is, but it doesn't smell bad, okay? I probably keep this to be used on like specific kind of events. If you want this kind of effect, you want this kind of like very iridescent kind of effect on the lips, you should try this out. This is actually very interesting. This lip glow, it's definitely not the not the Dior type of lip glow, but it's pretty. Guess that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Don't forget to like and subscribe!